So I guess in the grand scheme of things, I've kind of discovered Reddit fairly recently. I've been looking at it for about a month and I don't know how I've taken so long to fall in love with a website. And in my search for ever new content to create, I have decided to join the ranks of the YouTubers that basically just read Reddit to you. So today we're looking at r/ProRevenge. So our first post is from IRZ403 or something like that. It's from about a year ago and it's called "Guy Quit His Job Thinking He Became Rich." Hey, new to Reddit. I thought I would post my story here. I work for a construction company and we do remodeling on homes. We have a rule here that we get to keep anything we find hidden behind the walls. We hired this guy, we really needed a worker badly, who was a total a-hole from day one. I've been working for this company for 5 years and this guy has only been doing construction for 1 year after he got fired from his accounting job for getting a DUI. Anyways, he would always make fun of my clothes and my accent, and one day he went too far by telling my boss about my private Instagram account pics. He got on my phone and looked through my Instagram page and showed my boss pictures of me smoking weed. Little did he know that my boss is my friend from 8 years when we used to smoke together before we both quit. I was so mad that he violated my privacy that I made a plan to fuck him over. He was the kind of guy who would always come in late and complain that trains or traffic is why he was always late. One day, I heard him over saying that if he won the lottery, he would quit his job for not getting the respect he deserves. You have to earn your respect here. One day I bought some fake gold coins online and put them in a metal box I found at an antique store and waited for a chance to hide it in a wall. Luckily, I did not have to wait long. The day he found the coins, it seemed like it was his best day ever. First thing he did, when he opened the box, he called my boss a effing loser and he quit immediately on the spot. He said, "F this place, I'm rich." Lol. Little did he know was that was the best day of my life. After he quit, my boss told us he was going to fire him anyways for always showing up late. I wish I could see the look on his face when he finds out those gold coins are fake. Best $40 I spent in my life. I apologise for my grammar. This just happened today and my adrenaline is pumping hard. Thanks for reading. Edit, these houses are bought at auction. People don't live here, so everything is owned by the construction company. That is a pretty good story to start on. That guy clearly deserved what he got, and it's a pretty ingenious way to confuse someone. Honest to God, if I ever thought that I won a lot of money and that was taken away, that would be one of the worst feelings ever. So just knowing that you can inflict that feeling on someone that really gets on your nerves, that must be good. Our next story comes from Dr. Rave Ninja, and it's called "Harass My Daughter on Minecraft, You Can't Hide From Me." This should be a good one. So, my daughter, who was about 8 at the time, was really into Minecraft, as most kids are these days. Just to say, this was from 2 years ago, so Minecraft was a little more relevant. Also desperately wanting to join the YouTube/Let's Play culture, I had installed some screen recording software that would let her make videos of the games she was playing, so she could later upload them to YouTube. Anyways, one day I'm minding my own business when I hear her quietly sniffling over the computer. I asked her what's wrong, but she didn't want to tell me, so I let it go, but decided to keep an eye on her. A few minutes later, I discovered what was happening. Someone was harassing not only her, but also all the other kids playing on whatever server she was on. This kid, we'll call him Little Shithead or LS, was saying shit about how he was going to rape my 8-year-old daughter, how he was going to hack into her IP and steal all her info, swearing profusely, remember this game is for kids, etc, etc. By this time, I had gotten my fiancée involved, and she was obviously quite upset at what a little shit this kid was being. We realised that our daughter had been recording the entire incident, and a plan began to form. Starting by googling LS's username, there were several hits immediately, the most interesting of which a page where he was publicly applying to be a mod for a server on Minecraft. I was able to learn a lot about this little piece of shit. He claimed to be 15, likes hockey, used to live in Toronto, but now lives in Florida. But the bombshell was easily his Skype contact info. It was literally first name, last name. I know your name now, you little shit. So I head over to Facebook and search the name. Nothing. On a hunch, I searched for just the last name while narrowing my results to only the state of Florida. Several dozen hits. So, I have to start combing through each one until I find what I was looking for. A middle-aged man with the same last name whose profile indicates he was born in Toronto and now lives in Florida. I found your dad, you little shit. So, I sent him a message on Facebook asking if he had a son named first name who goes by his username on Minecraft. Dad confirmed I had the right guy. So my wife begins telling Dad everything that LS was saying to my daughter, and we sent him the recorded video as proof. Radio silence for a few days. Then we got the message back. LS had his computer taken away from him for the entire summer, and had also been lying about his age. He was only 11, I think. His parents were fucking livid with him, and he surely hated the next few months of his life. No one fucks with my daughter. This is a truly beautiful tale of just what a family can go through to right a wrong that's been done against someone they care very much about. I'd like to think if ever one day I am a father, I will be this brutal to anyone that dares mess with my kids. Our final story of the day comes from DeadDrone999 and is called "Neighbour Sued Me After Harassing My Dog for Months. Lost Horribly." Someone's got a dog in it. Hopefully it's going to be pretty good. Several commenters telling me that you guys would enjoy this story. About 6 or 7 months ago, my neighbour got a drone. I don't mind people having hobbies, but for some reason he insisted on flying like the biggest jerk possible. He would hover in front of other houses and windows, try to race cars going down the road, and worst of all, he had a habit of flying his drone in my fenced backyard, buzzing over my dog, diving low just over my dog's head before circling around to do it again. My dog isn't small, he's about 70 pounds and a Malamute? I don't know. But the drone terrified him, and I was worried what would happen if it hit him. I asked my neighbour several times to please not fly in my yard and explained that it was scaring my dog. He basically told me to get lost and laughed in my face. When it still continued, I called the police. Unfortunately, there wasn't much they could do other than ask him to please not fly over my house and property. Finally, in late December, it happened. My dog got tired of his shit and managed to catch the drone right as it was diving towards him. He shredded the drone. The thing was just a jumbled mess of wires and plastic. Neighbour was pissed. He stormed over to my house, swearing and threatening me, which I ignored. A week later, I got a summons to small claims court. He wanted $900 for the cost of his drone and an additional $300 for supposedly denying him access to his property. The drone sat in my yard for a couple of hours before it was retrieved. Fuck that. He could have killed my dog. I don't have kids or a girlfriend, I just have my dog, who is my best friend for the past 7 years. That dog has moved with me 3 times, was there for me when I graduated college, saw me buy my first house and my first new car. I love my dog. Went to legal advice, got some great help from them. Turns out, him suing me was the best thing to ever happen. When we got to small claims court, the judge basically laughed away his claims that I had intentionally trained my dog to attack his drone. But little did he know, I was prepared. I had dozens of photos of my yard showing it was impossible for him to accidentally fly that low to my dog, videos of him harassing my dog in the past, and I had saved all my medical bills from taking my dog to the vet. $700 for an x-ray? Check. Another $250 to sedate him during? Why not? Don't want him being uncomfortable. Full dental exam with tooth cleaning / repair? $400. Then, there was the cost of anti-anxiety meds and a secondary checkup, wet food for a week in case his teeth were hurt, and extra just for good measure. In the end, the arsehole ended up owing me almost $2,000 and now is being investigated by the FAA for not having a registered drone and violating several FFA regulations concerning drone flight too near an airport, too close to other people, out of sight of the operator, and way above the maximum altitude. Enjoy never being allowed to fly drones again, Dick. That is a really great story to end on. I have a drone myself, I've used it many times on the channel, and following the rules is so important because if people start messing with those rules, they're going to clamp down on everyone. It's like the whole thing that happened at the airport over winter. That entire thing could have a really negative effect on people that want to use drones responsibly and for the kind of work that I do. So this kind of story is absolutely beautiful. I'm glad that his drone got tore to shreds. He totally deserved it, and hopefully he'll never fly one again. So, well done, OP. Good job. So then, there we have it. That was ProRevenge episode 1. Hopefully I will be doing more of these if you guys enjoy it. For now, just make sure that you subscribe, like this video, comment, all that good stuff, and go and follow me on Twitter at the Royal Gorilla, I believe. Something similar to that. It'll be on the screen now. Anyway, join me next time. See you later.